Hello everyone, my name is Jragon and welcome back to some more Create Deep Dive. I've just exploring around a little bit because I needed to find some more lapis for enchanting, but I found this massive cave to explore a little bit. But yeah, this cave is massive, probably the biggest cave I've seen so far, I imagine. But we got diamonds right there. We have diamonds behind us over this way. So we got a lot to mine up. So I'm going to spend some time. I'm gonna mine up some goods in here. I'm gonna mine up as many things as I can. Probably not too much iron because I already have a ton of that. But there's a lot of stuff in here to mine. So I'm gonna do that real quick and then I'll be back. Alright, so I just made it back up, and the insane part of that giant cave is that this is the entrance to it, and it leads all the way back down to where I just was at. Now we can head back to our supplies, which I think is just down that way. I should really set a marker for home as well. So now we just gotta put back all of the stuff that I just got, which it is quite a lot. Yeah, so most of this, besides the iron, was in that cave. All of the lapis was, most of the diamonds, most of the redstone. So we got a lot of supplies from down there. We also picked up a few slime balls, which are super important to the Create mod, because that's how we make super glue. So that's really good that we picked those up. But now we have to figure out what we are doing. So, my plan was, because we're going to need a lot of supplies to make create items, was to first go do that, which I obviously have already done. But I also need to make a little warehouse for me to make items in. Just a thing to store items like this, and make other create items, so I can build big machines. We're going to start out a few things. We're actually going to make a mixer and a basin, because we need that to make brass. There's the mixer, and there is the basin. And we already have our blaze burners, so we can set that up real quick and make ourselves some brass, which I probably will do here in a minute. And actually, before we do get too much further into this, I'm also going to make myself a quick wrench, because that'll help pick up the create items so much faster. So now if we shift right click any of these items, they will get picked up immediately. And we don't have to worry about breaking them with like our pickaxes or something. Alright, so before we get too much into create, we're going to make ourselves a warehouse right up here in order to store all of the items that we make, as well as just to store anything that comes from the farms that we make. That is going to take me a little bit though, and it's probably going to be a little bit heavy on supplies. So we're going to clear out a decent area just to build this little warehouse in. And I probably will upgrade it in the future because it's not going to look good at all at the moment. But that is fine by me. Alright, so the shape is very square, but I do have an idea for it that I think will be really cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to have our trains come out of the mountain right there, but we're going to have them come up onto the platform and into the actual warehouse itself. And the items that are in the trains will be sucked up through tubes just through the ceiling and then go down into a storage system down below, which that will be our main storage system in this room, but it will be underground, obviously. And I think that'll be plenty of space to store up tons of items, especially bulk items that we're going to make, like wood or cobblestone. Underground as well, we're going to have our little workshop in here, so we have it all nice and planned out. So everything goes into the trains come up here, stuff in the trains gets pulled off into the storage system down here, and our warehouse will be right under that as well. So I think that'll work out really nice. The only problem is I do not have enough tuff to build all this. I am going to need to go get more, but the only problem is I don't have vein mining on any of my pickaxes, and I really want to get it because it makes things... Oh, well then. I was going to say it makes things like a million times easier, and well, would you look at that? Vein mining. That's fine. we'll take the vein mining just on the pickaxe because we can easily get another one later on. We can deal with that. But now we have vein mining, which is actually, I've been searching for that forever now. So we definitely need that. And just in case, Fortune 1. Actually, Fortune 1 would be really nice. So I'm going to go grab some tuff, probably just from the giant cave that we were at earlier, and I will be back in a minute. Alright, not even 5 minutes later, and we have tons of tuff as well as andesite to make some andesite alloy out of. So that is very nice. We can definitely use all of that. And now we have plenty of building blocks to make a floor out of. And we're going to just build ourselves a floor and get ourselves the things we need to start making some resources. Alright, that's all set up, and I think this is actually not a bad area for our warehouse, at least to begin with. So we're going to have all of our buildings go right under here, and I think 4 blocks high will be good enough for that. I'm going to make a few things real quick, mainly a few gearboxes, because we are going to need a lot of those as well, and each pair of 16 cogs makes 4, so we're going to do that. And this should make a decent amount of them. 10 will be plenty. So what we're going to do is we're going to attach a ton of water wheels together and just have them rotate the same way, just to add all of their energy together. And this will be very temporary because we don't need a whole lot of power, at least not at the moment. We will for crushing wheels, but we don't have those yet. And so all of these water wheels should now be moving and generating energy, which it looks like they all are. Very nice. So now all of the power from all of these water wheels, which is 256 times 28, 5-ish thousand, maybe a little over 5,000. So that'll be already plenty of power for us. We don't even need close to that much. So now anything we need pressed can go right here, and anything we need mixed can go right here. And to make this easier on me, we're actually going to need to go get a little bit of kelp. All right, we have our kelp. We're just going to need to smelt a few of these up, and we're going to need all of that because we're going to need to make funnels, specifically andesite funnels, which is just andesite alloy and dried kelp. So, very easy. All we need is one, because then we can walk up to this and shift right-click it onto there, and now anything we right-click into this funnel will automatically go into the basin. And now we get our zinc, and we can right-click both the copper and the zinc in here. And once we heat up the blaze, it'll start making us some brass. So now we have brass already being made, and we're just going to need to make a few chutes to get it out of there. So then all we need to do is put a simple chest down here and a chute, and it should deposit everything into here, which it just did. So now we have 60 brass ingots, which is plenty for us to do what we need to do. So with these brass ingots, we're going to need to make things like these brass funnels. But to start off with, we're going to need crafters. We're going to need 7 of them, 7 crafts of this. So we're going to need a little bit of everything, which is why I also grabbed the nether quartz, because we are going to need 7 of those. And once we have all of that gathered up, we can just do something like this. And now we have our 21 mechanical crafters, which is how many we need to make ourselves the crushing wheels. And crushing wheels are also really cheap. They just take a lot of andesite alloy to make. I think it's 16 alloy per set, and we're just going to need a little bit of stone and a little bit of wood. There we go. There's our first set of crushing wheels, and we're only going to make one more because we're not going to need too many of these at the beginning, but they will be nice to have, especially if we have more than one set of them. And while that's going, we are going to worry about storage. So, instead of using chests, we are going to use drawers, because with drawers there is a access point which wherever you put things into, as long as this is connected to other drawers, it will automatically sort it out. So, we're going to make a few of each of these. And I'm just going to do a little bit of tweaking, both to a few create items as well as the drawers, because Right now, as they are very underpowered. So, to make vaults more viable, because even though they are very nice, they are expensive to make a ton of, what we're going to do is we're going to change the vault capacity from 20 slots per vault to 48, because they are more expensive than chests, and they are a little bit harder to deal with, especially if you have a very, very large vault. It's hard to get enough space to put it. And for the drawers, we're going to turn the default capacity from 1024 to 4096. And we're going to increase the multipliers on the upgrades because they can get very expensive. So this will be very nice as it will allow us to store a ton of items if we get the tier 4 upgrade, which the tier 4 drawer upgrade costs shulker boxes to make, which aren't annoying per se, but they are really hard to get a lot of. Alright, so now that I restarted my game, each of the 4 drawers should be able to hold 1024 items, and the one big drawer should be able to hold 4096. So we have a decent amount of cobblestone in our inventory. If we right click this, bam, 1024, and we can't put in any more no matter how much we have on our inventory. And that'll just help us store a lot more items because we will have a ton to sort through, and using the drawers will be just a better idea. But now what we need is the access point, which is not too bad. It's just cobblestone and some iron. So now, if we have a few drawers set up like this and an access point, if we have a little bit of cobblestone in one of the drawers and we double click the access point, it will immediately put them into that same drawer. And if we have something that isn't sorted out, it will put it into the closest drawer to the access point, I believe. Or I think it'll be like a random one. That means whenever we sort things out, we can just have a ton of drawers connected together and have one access point. And whenever we have a train of items come in, we can sort it all down into this, and it will go across and sort itself out immediately, which is super nice. So we are going to start off by first removing that chest, because that was annoying me. We're going to start off by moving most of our resources down here that we have up on the surface. Alright, so that's all of our stuff moved down here. So now we can start building up a little area to do some stuff in. But I'm gonna work something out here. I'm gonna see what I can do real quick, and I'll be back once I figured out something that works. But we got our starter built up just a little bit. We have a tiny bit of storage down here just so we can put our stuff away. And I started working on the room that we're gonna put all of our stuff in to actually make the Kriya items. Stuff like the press and the other things that I've made. Where are they? Of course, we still do have to fill up the rest of these spaces with drawers themselves, like these guys. We just don't have enough wood to make the rest of the drawers. So the first video of this series has actually been posted already, and you guys have seemed to really like that one, considering it's already over 100 views, so we're gonna keep going with it. I think this will be a lot more fun, and it'll be a lot better than the forged version, just because of the fact that we're on Fabric. Only problem is we do only have 12 Eyes of Ender, so if the Ender portal is very far away, we might lose out on activating it. So I'm gonna enchant this up. Let's go find this end portal, and let's get into the end and kill the dragon real quick. We go straight north, slightly to the west. That's fine. And the first one immediately popped. Alright, that's nice. Hopefully we got a really lucky seed where there's more than, where there's at least one Ender Eye in there then, because if there isn't, then we're out of luck. Pretty badly, actually. Yep, we're pretty much right here. Where we are in the stronghold, I can see the end portal just kind of like that way. We can also get our books here from the libraries, which is actually very massive. We will definitely grab those. And, of course, we didn't get one. That's about right. So I'll put in the 11 we have, and then I'll grab one, and I will be right back. Alright, we got our Eye of Ender. I did throw one just because I didn't need the other. So, there we go. End portal is now open. Ooh, we actually got a good spawn, considering we aren't away from the actual island. That's super nice. And there we go. Pick up one of these real quick. Alright. And this will actually give us a ton of XP, which is perfect. Alright, let me make a little waypoint here as well. And already, well, there's already a really good end city right there with a boat right there. Alright, shit. Fair enough. I'll take it. Thank you, game. The only problem is that I'm gonna have to deal with all of the people on the inside of this, unless I just water bucket up to the top. There we go. And the chests are right here. We got diamonds, we got some stuff, armors, that kind of sucks. Although it is diamond armor. I guess we'll hold on to it for now. We got emeralds. Those are way better anyways. Give me that. And now we can get ourselves our elytra, and trust me, double jump with an elytra is insanely good. We also got a ring of slow falling that we can use, and a mending shovel. I know we can, I think, take enchantments off of things. I just don't know how to do that yet. But that's really good, so we can get a mending book very easily. Alright, and now we can finally pick up our elytra, which is good. We can put that on right now. And now we can fly around this place a hell of a lot easier. But the good thing is Minecraft structures generate in a grid. So if we go in any direction, straight in that direction, we should get to another end city at some point. So what I'm thinking is, since our portal's right there, I'm thinking we just go this way for a little bit. Alright, here we go. We got another end city. No boat this time. That's alright. We do... I think we'll have a couple of chests in here. It looks like we will at least. So that's very nice. Ooh, that's actually really good. We also got a crystal heart, which increases the wearer's maximum health, although that does go on the belt slot as well, so we would have to replace our cloud in a bottle, which I'm not gonna do, because I do like having a cloud in a bottle. It's very nice. Ooh, mending helmet. That's actually really good. And we do have another end city over there, but I have not loaded in the entire thing. Okay. Ooh, we have another boat over here too. Very nice. So we have at least 5 chests in here. I think that's how many, because it's 2 in that one, 2 in the boat, and 1 in that one. Let's take a look. Poison resistance. That is actually very massive. I will 100% take that. And we got a mending chest plate. That is massive. And a mending sword. So we have 4 actually. 4 things with mending on it. So we can eventually pull those off. With this Tome of Extraction, it extracts all the enchantments from an item but doesn't destroy it. We don't have a way of making that, so I'm assuming I just kind of have to find it. But we'll see. I'll see how I can make those, because then I can get all the books off of these things and get 4 mending books that we can actually duplicate as well, because we have Create Enchantment Industries. And while I'm here, I'm also going to grab these dragon heads, because we will need these as well. So I'm just going to keep going in a diagonal in this direction, and we should hopefully get one more structure before we get out of here. Well, let's see. Okay, well, there's another one right there. All right, so there'll only be 2 chests in that one, but that's okay. But look at this. We can see boat right there. Boat right there. Another end city right here. And a portal to get out of here with. This is insane. I'm not going to leave through that portal because I would like to go get the other dragon head that I forgot. But goddamn, these guys have been very close together. I guess that's the good part about having a 64 chunk render distance, is that you can see all of the cities very close by. There's 4 of them, all in like 1,000 blocks. There's that one there, there was 2 over there, and then there's this one here. This one's big. This is a big boy. Dragon head number 3. And of course we still have the other chest to look at over there. But damn, we've been getting some really good pickaxes. Really good everything, actually. Alright, here we are. I'm going to go grab the dragon head real quick off of the boat, and then we're going to head back through. There we go. That is now a very good diamond pickaxe. But I also want to figure out how to get this Tome of Extraction, so real quick, I'm going to make a thing. Tome of Extraction. It extracts all the enchantments from an item and does not destroy them. How do we make it? You know what? It's fine. I have an idea. These Tome of Scrappings extract half of the enchantments and destroys the item in the process, but the enchantments, they round up. So, realistically, because we have a good amount of items that have mending on them, of course that means they will get destroyed in the process. That's fine. I'm not that heartbroken over it. We should be able to at least get one book. If we can get one book of mending, then we can get infinite books of mending. So I'm going to use this. That doesn't give us that. That will. Perfect. I don't have to worry about my armor. I can keep all that. That's fine. We have our mending book, and it's just a pure mending book too, which is actually perfect, because now we can work with a few things. We need a printer, which is very easy. We just need a little bit of copper, an iron sheet, which we will make, and a dried kelp. So we get ourselves our printer, and then we also get ourselves a disenchanter, and then we just get ourselves a pump, which is very easy. We put a depot down, printer, we put a pipe on the side of it, as well as a pump. We're going to do that over here. Put this under this, put the hand crank right there, and then if we stand on this disenchanter, it will take our XP and turn it into liquid experience. And if we put this mending book in the printer, and we get ourselves a few more books, there we go. So now it should start duplicating mending books. And there we go, look at that. 3 mending books just from the one. So I'm going to keep that in there for right now, and I'm actually going to put a few more books onto there just so we can duplicate them when we need them. Alright, but I'm going to end off this episode here. I know we haven't gotten into really anything create-wise yet, besides some of this stuff, but I promise next episode we will eventually start doing that. We do need to do a lot of it anyways, especially for whenever we're doing stuff with trains, because we do need, in order to make train tracks, we do need to use create items. So we will definitely do that next episode, but I feel like this is a good place to end it. So if you guys did enjoy, do be sure to hit the subscribe button down below, as well as the bell icon to be notified of whenever I upload. And if you guys have any ideas or suggestions you would like to see in this series, then do let me know down below in the comments. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have a good rest of your day or night, depending on where you are, and I will talk to you all later.